But
Yeah.
before we start, just as a reminder, this is game 2 of the Amateur Team South that I just recently did in Florida. And that's it.
Okay, and her opponent's name is Addison Baumstark, which is funny because one of Karen's teammates is Anna Baumstark.
Yeah.
So this guy missed her by 1 board, confusing the audience. Okay, Karen's white, which is weird because there's a famous Karen named Karen Black. Karen played the London again. So far, perfect play from everybody. So, I think in this position, your move is too passive. You play bishop e2.
Mm-hmm.
You want your bishop on d3. You put it on d3 later. That
Okay.
way, when your rook goes to e1, it controls and bishop's more active here.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's okay. It's still slightly better for you. Yeah, and you don't want your queen on the c file. So the engine's suggesting either a4, gaining space on the queen side, or bishop h2, getting your bishop safe.
Mm-hmm.
I would still consider bishop d3, but that could be a little loose, so I don't know, maybe not. The engine always says you're very slightly better. In 98, it didn't seem right to me when I saw the game. Yeah, it says queen c7 or knight e4 is better. Or not knight e4, bishop e4.
Oh yeah, because my knight was keeping it back before. Now I moved my knight to c4. Okay.
Yeah, here you want to play a4 when your knight's on c4, so he can't kick it away with b5, which is what he did later.
Okay.
Still says you're slightly better.
I had been worried about that bishop for a few moves. I'm just like, let me just go ahead and move it. It's just like out here, I'm going to get in trouble.
Now it says you're slightly worse because your queen's having a tough time finding a square.
Yeah, and I felt that in the game too. And also, I don't know if we said, but my opponent was 1600 rated,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm 1350-ish.
Yeah, I forgot to say.
Yeah, I just said it.
Still says it's about equal. Well, now it wants you to play c4, which is explosive. But I like bishop d3.
So
Yeah, I didn't get that move.
So, the C4, like, because I was looking at those type things in the game, trying to decide what was the best course of action, and I didn't really like that because then I have the isolated D pawn.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I didn't go there, because I thought
No,
about it.
I think for you, it's better to not play c4.
That's what I thought. I mean, I was like, what? Because I thought about it in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, like, it seems like I should try to get something going over here, but I didn't want to isolate the pawn. All right.
I don't know why you played bishop c2, but it doesn't really hurt you.
I don't know why I played it there. Can't remember.
It says black is slightly better. Rook d7 seems like a weird move. But I guess he was just getting off the diagonal with your bishop. Now it says c4 is equal. And your move is the second best move. Now c4 makes sense because you have the nice pawn duo.
Right, yeah.
Now you have a backward pawn.
I know the white queen, yeah, couldn't find a spot. Hey, Cinti.
Yeah, and here it wants you to play c4. Says it's equal. This is equal also. Yeah, you played c4. This game was pretty much equal the whole game.
Yeah.
Both of you were slightly better, but nothing like important.
Yeah, it wasn't an exciting game.
The engine plays e5 also. Well, it says taking and e5 are the same. That's just equal. You changed your mind.
Mm-hmm.
What he did is equal, and other moves are equal. Yeah, this is fine. It's just all zeros the rest of the game.
Yeah, I think it was repeated. And then he offered a draw.
Yeah, you were very slightly better for some of the game. You were very slightly worse for some of the game. But most of the game was equal. And ended in proper draw. Good result against somebody so much higher rated.
Yeah. So what could I have done to, it sounds like I was too passive when I developed my light squared bishop. And then
Yeah, bishop e2 is not as good as bishop d3. Then when your knight was on c4 and you retreated it to d2 at some point, like on your own volition, the engine wants you to go to e3 because it's a little more active.
Okay.
Your knight controls a lot of key squares. And then it wants you to play a4 for a few moves.
Yeah, and I don't know why I didn't do that, because that's something I know to do when they fianchetto.
Mm-hmm.
Their bishop is a good move, is to move the rook pawn up and to harass them a little bit.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do it. I know to do that. How many rating points did I gain? Well, I'm sure I gained a lot, Kingpin, but then I lost all my games after this.
Except you won the last round.
I won the last round. But, I mean, because of that, I ended up losing rating points overall, but not a huge amount. But that was it.